Initiating Truthpoint. Dark Web Rising. Beginning program.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy truth be done, on truth as it is in heaven. This is Truthpoint. I am your host, Dril. Here to battle the demons.
Yeah. That was good, thanks. My name is Derek Estevez-Olsen. That's how you spell my name. I am a quote-unquote journalist. I'm a quote-unquote journalist of video games, and I am a quote-unquote script daddy, which is a level 2 script kitty. Look up semen retention. It's like turbo mode for your life.
Don't look that up. Don't look anything up with semen in it. You will not get good results.
You would know. We've got on the program tonight, running the show. We've got the AI from the original Donkey Kong video game arcade cabinet, converted to run our show, Truthbot.
AI.
I am Truthbot. I live inside of the computer.
Asshole intelligence.
Thank you.
He
The
said
prick of the program.
He said thank you to what you said because
he's broken.
He's programmed to be polite, and you're programmed to be.
I am not
Programmed
broken.
to not
You're
have a
programmed to be
brain.
a fucking rat mode asshole piece of shit.
He shouldn't even be allowed to talk.
Difference between Truthbot and you is Truthbot is programmed with 32 megabytes of code.
I am programmed with 10 billion years of human evolution, so that doesn't even compete with me.
You're programmed from exactly one family's genetic code, just inbreeding over and over through many millennia.
Okay, yeah.
Like those fucking lizards that born without eyes
I'll
and
wash
caves.
my hands of this subject right here.
Except instead of being born without eyes, you're born without.
Now let's talk politics. How about what do we got coming up on this normal Tuesday? No, fuck no, Super Tuesday.
Makes normal Tuesday look like not as good.
Shit, yeah.
Makes it look like shit, everybody. Everybody, please tune in on Tuesday for the Truthpoint Tuesday special.
That's right.
Well, it's only actually one Tuesday. It's this Tuesday, everybody. Is this every Tuesday?
We're gonna break it the fuck down like.
Is this every Tuesday?
No.
Does this only happen once?
No, it's just one
time, everybody. You log in on Tuesday. Any other week? Are you gonna?
You got Ash Wednesday. You got Good Tuesday, and you got Super Tuesday. Leave it. Don't touch it.
I can't.
That's enough.
It won't stay up.
That's enough.
March. What did I say? March 3rd, 9 p.m. Eastern. What time is that? 6 p.m. in real time.
6 p.m. time.
So what you want to do is mark that down in your calendars. Live on the. What does that say? Nobody can read this shit. It disappears too quick.
Take
Live
your screenshots.
Adult Swim app for your TV or phone. TV or phone.
For your TV or phone, yes. They got it on phones now. What more can you say? That's the era we're living in, people. Phones ain't for talking anymore.
TV on your phone? No thanks.
Ugh. What are you doing? Okay.
Next segment.
No.
Go to the next
Keep it
thing.
rolling. Keep it rolling.
Now
people.
initializing the next segment. 3, 2, 1, go.
This shit takes too much fucking time. Those aren't real seconds. Those are fucking Martian seconds.
Let's roll down.
3, 2. Speed up. Go faster. with
Hurry
that.
the fuck up.
Ladies.
No.
Predominantly ladies of our predominantly female audience. What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about video games.
Gaming.
and we really
national issue.
and
That's what everyone's talking about these days, gaming.
games have affected games. We're going to talk about games tonight. I am the CEO of a video games company.
No, you're
on
not.
on Kickstarter,
No.
my video game, Cyber Hell, Shanghai Nights, text-based RPG. Actually, culturally, it is a JRPG, because even though the game is not made in Japan and I am not
It has raised $0
Japanese.
It sucks shit.
it raised
This guy has to
$280,000.
make his own games because he can't win.
Shut the fuck up! I'm saying shit. I'm saying a bunch of shit. There's a whole bunch of shit I'm saying.
IQ that only he can beat.
Here's what I'm saying.
What? What are you saying?
You know, you can open a Japanese restaurant in America, so can you make a JRPG in America? Yes, you can. And that's what we were doing. Except we weren't making it in America. We were outsourcing it to a Filipino code farm. And that was overseen by our guy in Norway, Janice. You might know him as VectorMan69. Now, recently, all the game files, I already made a post on Kickstarter about this, all the game files were lost. We cannot recover them because VectorMan69, his computer was seized by the Norwegian government. Not because of the game, because of something else, which I'm not going to comment on.
Calls I might have made. Is that it?
I'm not going to comment on what VectorMan69 is. He will have his trial. So I'm not here to comment on ongoing legal matters. The point is, the game has been lost. That's $280,000 down the tube, basically. The guys in the Philippines have not been paid. I can't pay them. But what we can do is we can restart the Kickstarter. I can get $280,000 more dollars. Okay.
Don't give him money.
And we will make this text-based RPG. It's called Cyber Hell Shanghai Nights. It's got 9 different characters to choose from. It's got 3 from each faction. That's so 3 times 3. It's got a day and night system.
Got a collar that
it's
can
got,
make your dog talk.
It's got a real life economy.
This is bullshit.
It's got over 100. It's got over 100 endings.
Actual inventors that put in the hard work to make collars that make your dog talk.
And originally we were going to have it available in both English and the Philippines language.
Do you want to play this shitty game that isn't even working? That's broken and it's made by perverts with 69 in their username.
He didn't make. He was just overseeing the code farm.
Yeah, he was overseeing.
He was
the
just.
sex
He was.
that
He was
they
just.
added to the game.
He was just the designer. Frankly, I didn't know him very well, so I never.
Dick in the game
I never look.
Spoiled the whole pot. So
I was never on that server. I was never on his FTP. I don't know that guy. I only talked to that guy online.
Okay.
Didn't know anything about him. Okay, so.
Yeah, you're in this little black book, I presume.
So what do we say? The topic tonight, guys, tune in.
This isn't the topic. This Super Tuesday is not the topic.
Well, they're gonna want to know.
This is gaming.
The topic is going to be video games tonight, and
it is gaming.
Furthermore, who gives a shit what the topic is? Because on Tuesday we're going to have a good show, and you don't have to watch this one. Turn this one off. Go to sleep. Wake up on Tuesday, March 3rd, 9 p.m. ET. Watch.
Don't do it again. That's enough.
Play the video games.
Shoot. Lights, camera, action.
New alert from the World Health Organization about video game addiction. The organization is now designating gaming disorder as a mental health condition.
end of your pain.
What's the hell, man?
I'm breathing because I'm keeping myself calm so I will concentrate.
Is over 3 times what's been available before. And we've done it in a way that Ma was responsible for.
Alright, I'm fucking done. Fuck this.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Shut up, bitch.
Gaming.
There it is. The greatest moments in gaming history distilled to just what was that, 20-second long clip probably.
That's the Oscars of gaming right
So you know,
there.
you don't gotta tune in, you don't gotta watch Twitch to see the best moments. Waste hours of your life watching some moron fumble around with a video game. He's tiny in the corner. He's cursing to himself. He's losing his mind.
This is the only stream you need to watch. This is the source
We already
right
did
here.
it. We did it. We fucking handled the whole thing. And that is
That's games culture in 2
the
minutes.
end of the episode, baby. Why? Why is the episode over? Because we're going hard on Tuesday, folks. It's gonna be a... Hold on. It's gonna be a... Oh, it doesn't say special.
Well, before we touched it, it was Super Tuesday. But after we're done with it, it's going to be Super Tuesday +1.
It's gonna be like New Game Plus.
It's going to be Super Wednesday.
Video gamers out there? Ladies? Predominantly female audience? What do you think?
Where are you, girls? Sweeties.
Ladies! I know you're out there.
I know my wife out there. Come on, baby.
Women. So yeah, that's gonna be that's the special. You gotta watch the special, you gotta turn into the special, you gotta stop watching this.
That's right, yeah. We're bringing our A game next week. We're
This week we
doing
said
our C game right now.
normally every
saving
week
our A
we
game
come
up.
here and we say, what kind of episode are we gonna do? A good one? And every week we say yes.
Now
Except
initializing
this
the
week-
next segment in 3,
What the fuck, Truthbot?
1, go.
This week we said,
So let's do a bad one.
let's
this
do
week.
let's do a shitty one.
Let's do a bad
Punch.
one.
Let's do a shitty episode. Why? So this even more beautiful in comparison.
We're going no fat. We're saving our balls up. We're gonna shoot our load on Tuesday, on Super Tuesday. We're saving it up. That's right. So let's do the bullet points now. Let's see. We're talking games, people, tonight. What is games? For eons, man has struggled to answer the question of what is games? And I'm pleased to report that I am ready to answer that question here tonight, people. Whereas a ruler measures distance, whereas a scale measures the weight of an object, games are designed to measure skill. And it is my belief that games are the great equalizer. Games strip away all of the insipid rules of society and the governmental red tape in order to show us our true selves. In short, they are the ultimate distillation of personal ability and true power, designed to determine who among us deserves to live or die. But not all is not well, people. Today there exists a crisis in games. The games industry has become all corrupt by the demands to make their games simpler and more accessible to babies, dullards, and shit for brains with poor reflexes. And they do this by stripping the games of all their difficulty and artistic merit. So what we're left with are essentially 3D pop-up books filled with tiny nostalgic bells and whistles that induce Pavlovian responses from the unwashed masses of imbeciles who have no problem with debasing themselves by wasting money on these atrocities. And in turn, true gamers, such as myself, become a persecuted class, designated to increasingly small numbers of servers and online arenas as the gaming world becomes more and more flooded with absolute cowards and balance patches that are designed to punish skill. Now, we are all familiar with the Darwinian model, which postulates that evolution is the process of the strong outliving the weak and being allowed to procreate. But gamers, and their infinite power and wisdom, have figured out a way to subvert this model by opting out of the process entirely. What I posit is that gamers are leading the human extinction movement, naturally selecting the human race out of existence by refusing to have sex and depriving future generations of the gamer DNA that would someday prevent mankind from getting instantly rolled by alien invaders, like the soft pink chattel that they truly are. Us gamers are taking our damn ball and going home, people, and we're taking that sweet gamer DNA with us. You're just not gonna get any more free rides off the back of the gamer any longer, people. We're done. We're done. And as we speak, the gamers that exist within the shadows increase their power by honing their skills and accruing unprecedented amounts of experience points. As new abilities and techniques are unlocked, their power levels will continue to increase exponentially until a breaking point is breached. This is the gamer singularity, people. The point when there is no digital challenge that is insurmountable to the gamer. The bank accounts of the world will be emptied into a singular, super-consolidated gamer wallet. Gamers will control electricity. The grid will bow to the gamer. Nuclear weapons systems will bow to the gamer. All international borders as we know them, and all their associated politicking will disappear. There will be one prevailing ethnicity, and that is gamer. And we will remember the names of those who stood in our way, those who implemented hand-holding assist features, and those who attempted to casualize our favorite franchises by gearing them towards children. And we will bring the hammer down on them with extreme prejudice. And that is the truth.
That's the end. Is Tipper Gore still alive? Truthbot, can you do a check on that?
No, the gamers have taken her to prison.
She's not alive?
She's gone.
Okay.
She was saying too much shit.
If she's already dead, I can officially say now that I will kill Tipper Gore. Why?
No.
Why can you say that? Well, it's not illegal to do a death threat against a person who's
you
already
can't say
dead.
that you will kill her, but you can't say you're putting her in prison for the rest of her life. Which is what we're doing.
Well, she's already dead, so why would I do that?
She may be dead.
If she's already dead and I put her in prison for the rest of her life, that's zero days.
What, you're gonna let a reporter into prison to say, oh, these people don't have showers, they don't have food. Yeah, that's a really good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they'll just shut the prison down.
Why'd you bring up showers?
How are you gonna run a prison business?
Every day I talk to you, you bring up prison showers out of nowhere. I don't know. I understand.
Well, a man's gotta keep clean, am I right?
Not in prison.
You gotta keep the...
I don't think they have showers in prison.
I think they do.
Well, we'll never know.
I mean, that's what we tell the reporters, you know.
Go to him.
No.
Look at his
do
face. Look at his face really quick. Go ahead.
Do your bullet points.
Well, do your little gesture you were just doing.
I was doing this.
Okay, I wanted the people to see.
Okay.
What a fucking idiot you are.
What's your bullet point?
Don't interrupt me.
Is that it?
There's more.
There's more?
Well, I'm gonna talk.
Okay.
When's the last time you saw a child laughing and smiling and reading the Bible? Never is the answer. To that question, I rest my case. Gaming is now our religion. Young people no longer dream of going to space. They dream of being a space marine in a video game. Guys get off work at the gas station. They go home. And they don't even play video games anymore. They watch some moron play video games on Twitch. They spend money to give their favorite Twitch streamers fake money. These are guys that in any other age they would have died from falling off a horse. or smallpox, and now they're the most famous all-stars in the world. Is that the sign of a sick society? Video games even outsell Hollywood blockbusters, and because of the, everyone's a narcissist these days, instead of watching a nice story on the screen that's been carefully prepared by a famous Hollywood writer such as Max Landis, they want to play in their own story and be the center of their own story. As an example, Fight Club, one of the best movies ever made, one of the few movies I've actually watched. It's about consumerism, debt, masculinity, and it's also funny and badass. The direction's good and cool, and they have like a 3D sex scene where it's kind of like, this is before The Matrix, but they rotated the cameras around the chick from that one. She's like played, Helena Bonham Carter. They rotate the camera around her titties, and it's like a 3D model of her titties.
Holy shit.
That's pretty cool. But what if it was made into a video game? Wouldn't that suck? Yes, it was made into a video game, and it was terrible. It came out in 2004. I spent $50 worth of 2004 money on it. The gameplay was very clumsy, and if you beat the Fight Club video game in story mode, you unlock Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit as a playable character. This is real. Go to the Fight Club 2004 video game wiki. I swear to God, you play through a shitty game, you unlock the big secret at the end of the game. It's Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit. It's like a slap in the face.
It's fucking stupid. You gotta skip all the cutscenes anyway. Story modes or shit modes.
So, if video games are so popular now, they've taken over the world, why do they suck? Well, in my opinion, what's happened is a philosophical crumbling. You go from representation to the thing itself. You used to play old video games and you understood that each level was just a small sliver of a larger universe. The video game seemed vibrant, fresh. You understood that it was just it was a 2D version of a very deep thing. And now you go into video games these days and it's supposed to be seamless. It's an open world, but it just feels empty. It just feels empty because it's not truly satisfying. And you know what else sucks? Freemium games. ARGs, you know what that is? Alternate reality games? It's just marketing. It helps you buy a soda. They have an ARG about like Coca-Cola or something, and it's just like aliens from space. If you read all these websites, you can like get a free hat. Fuck that, man. ARGs are stupid. First-person shooters. I mean, that's not how being in first person really looks. You know what I mean? Look, it's like the gun is fucking right under your eye. That's not how people hold guns. You certainly can't. You can't run around a fucking a map during a battle and have your gun up under your eye like that.
That's how the real.
Why do you have a jump button? Why do you have a jump button in FPSs? When do you jump? When do you jump in real life ever? You never jump.
That's how they hold them.
I swear to God, if you went up to 1,000 people, maybe 1 in 1,000 would say, "I've jumped in the last week." For any reason. For any reason. Not to evade. No one's evading enemies. Nobody's getting on top of boxes.
I saw a rat and I jumped on a chair and it screamed. People are still jumping. I don't care what you say.
So while video games are tanking in quality, video game mechanics are more widespread than ever. Which makes sense because if games are going to suck, they might as well be useful. So, what's a video game now? Working at Amazon. Amazon is basically a real-life video game. Amazon warehouses strap ankle bracelets to their workers and count their steps to make sure they're going around the warehouse in the most efficient manner possible. It's kind of like, it looks like Pac-Man if you look at it from above. And if you win the game, you get your paycheck. And if you lose your job. And maybe you get depression or a repetitive stress injury that ruins your life. If you don't like that, how about military combat? You can join the army, and if you score low on empathy and have an IQ between 85 and 90, you can become a drone pilot. You can bomb hospitals, schools, weird little green shapes moving in the desert that might be people. If you win, you help America maintain its empire. And if you lose and kill too many civilians, you'll just get reassigned to one of the many overseas military bases where you will terrorize the locals, drive drunk, and experience many sleepless nights consumed by an unquenchable bloodlust. That sounds good, right? It's leading to a total gamification of society. Born with a score over your head. Born playing a game that ends only when you die. In this new world, a VR headset is mandatory. And they suck. They are so annoying to wear. They give me a headache. I don't know, it's like motion sickness or what. They never fit right. You sweat around your eyes. Like, my eyebrows aren't supposed to sweat. I wear one of these fucking things. I want to throw up. And all the games are boring or really gimmicky. So basically, the best games are JRPGs, in my opinion. You can just play them by yourself. They take you not on like a simplistic journey of gameplay, but actually on an intellectual journey. They combine strategy along with developing your empathy skills. And it actually has stakes because you care about the characters. WRPGs, Western RPGs, are stupid. They're all like basically rip-offs of like Lord of the Rings. They all have like flute soundtracks, and you know, it's like, you are the 27th generation of the Dragonkin, and you must journey to the land of Harpswind to meet the queen, and you know, it's just fucking boring. It's lame. In a JRPG, it's like, you never know what you're gonna get. Maybe there's gonna be a robot with blue hair. Maybe there's, you know, you're gonna have monsters that come out of your brain. Who knows? Folks, I promised a shitty episode, and have we delivered or what?
Fuck you.
Tune in on Tuesday, and you're gonna see. You're gonna see a good episode.
Fuck you. You said, games... You're focused too much on the story of games. Stories are bullshit. They're pablum for the masses. They're
If you don't
garbage.
have stories, you might as well be working in a fucking Amazon warehouse. That's my point. That's my point.
To increase my domination among weak gamers such as yourself, who are like, oh, I want to know the story. I want to know the penis size
Why don't you
and
just
the
go
blood
work?
type
Why don't you just
of
go?
the guy I'm using to shoot
Go
bullets.
work at Uber. Uber's a video game. You
No, it's
you
not.
get ratings.
No.
Yes. You have fucking tasks.
Yeah.
They're basically all escort missions. That's
those
the
are
same
worst
thing.
ones, 'cause they
That's
suck.
the same thing. That's what you want. You just want gameplay.
Escort missions are dog shit. Everyone knows it.
So you admit that gameplay is secondary to story.
I admit that gameplay is the only thing that fucking matters, and that story is dog shit. You want a story? I got a story for you. Go to the head.
How's this for a story? On Tuesday, we got a new special. It's going to be 3 hours long. We're going to be the Super Tuesday.
You keep going back to fucking Super Tuesday.
The Super
it's like
Tuesday
a nervous
election
tick.
vote
it's like you're chewing your fingernails and bleeding everywhere. It's like you gotta keep rolling back to that when you're losing the argument.
What are you? I didn't lose
the argument
anything.
that you think stories are good.
I don't think we're fighting here, man. You like shit that sucks,
No,
and I'm right.
we're fighting.
I mean,
I think it's good.
we both agree.
I think it's good.
Eric.
The gameplay is good. Story is shit. That is the end of
Eric,
it.
What?
now initializing the next segment.
Now this
in
guy
3,
wants to do the next
2,
segment,
1,
and we're just
go.
dicking around because you keep pressing the buttons.
Read off expertise.
Today we got a special guest in the studio.
Who's this?
This is Dante Jackson, former member of the Major League Gaming, Major League Gamer.
The former member.
Hey,
Something happened.
can you hear us?
Are you
or-
there, sir?
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Tipper Gore is very much still alive.
Oh, did you Googled that?
Oh, can you prove it?
Just looked it up and it says that she's alive. Thank you so much for
And this guy
having me
just
on.
death threated her.
Truthbot, what
Live
the
on
fuck?
air.
Okay, if I get in trouble, it's like,
You're fucked.
well, no,
I'm very sorry.
done.
it's not my fault.
You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna get a host that doesn't have a brain condition.
Dante, welcome to the program. Hey.
Hi, my name's actually Dante Jackon, not Jackson. It's commonly misspelled and mispronounced, so that's fine. I'm
Is it
excited
pronounced
to be on here.
Jackin or Jack-on?
Jackon, Dante Jackon. A lot of my haters, and I'll tell you what. And which one's Derek and which one's Dril? You guys sound similar to me. I have trouble. Which one's which?
I mean, how do you want us to?
You need to watch the show beforehand to get an idea of what the fuck's going on before you come on here and discuss the issues that matter.
Yeah, I'm not. So is that Derek talking or is that Dril?
We were both talking.
Get a fucking clue. It doesn't matter.
Anyways, my haters like to call me, and my haters, Derek, you could fill up a football stadium with my haters. I'll tell you what. And one thing they like to call me, and they like to say in sort of a joking way, they say they call me Dante Jack Off. And is there any way to stop that from happening in the chat to make sure that nobody in the chat is saying that? Can we ban them if they say that?
I don't think our show has a chat. I never heard anything about that. Yeah, I think you're okay.
Well, I'm happy to be back in the spotlight where I belong. This is nice, a little redemption arc for me. As you mentioned, former member, I was kicked out of Major League Gaming, banned from gaming altogether. So it's very cool. We're going to get back in the spotlight, get that money again. And speaking of which, when do I don't want to...
Wait. So I'm not really clear with the story here. You know, Truthbot sets up all of our interviews. We don't really do it. Why were you kicked off the... What? You can't game anymore? Is that it?
Well, there's a few different... I mean, some people say it was the cat food incident. Some people say it was the housekeeper incident. Some people say it was the incident. I mean, any of them would have gotten me banned.
What do you mean? What'd you do with the cat food?
I'm not... You know, talk to me in a year or so when the gag order's lifted and I can go into full detail. But I'll just say this. You can eat cat food. You can eat cat food, and it's perfectly totally a fine thing to eat.
It's just meat. It's food. It's
exactly.
Food. It's got food right in the name.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you very much. I appreciate you agreeing with me there. So I was asking about the money, though. I know it's not so professional, but I've been burned a lot of times on these things. When will I get the cash in hand?
How much money do you get when you win a video game?
Okay, so
tournament?
This guy, you don't know a lot about gaming. I want to get an idea.
What's that fucking Nintendo game that came out with a while ago? Splash Teams?
Is this what you're after?
It's about like these little deformed teenagers that throw paint at each other. Do you know what I'm talking about? What's that called?
What?
No, I don't.
Splash Girls? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Splash Girls.
I was a player. I played. I was a member. If you don't know me by my name, my gaming name was Inferno. No, it wasn't. That's not how gaming works. Fuck, man. You don't fucking game with your given name.
I got $3 right here. This is your payment for the interview. I'm going to put it right here on the table. And if you piss me off, I'm going to take $1 off. Yeah. And, until there's $0. So you better...
that's like 1,000 bits in Twitch money.
Yeah, that's right. That's 3,000, actually. So you better, you know, get it together.
My gaming name was Inferno with a U, and so if you want to look it up, you can look that up.
Would that be Inferno?
Inferno. The U is in place of the E. Okay, sorry.
Can you see the money?
Inferno?
Is it there?
Yeah. So I was part of the Boobs clan. Were you familiar with the Boobs clan? And it wasn't Boobs written. It was written like 80085, like on a calculator, and that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
That classic do you remember the penis one where you turn it upside down and it says penis?
That's gross. I only remember the boobs one personally.
This is cool for me too. I follow you, Dril, on Twitter. I love your posts. I think you have great posts.
Boy.
Another classic gag was you write penis on a guy's locker, and the locker says penis on it until the janitor has to wipe it off.
Now, my question is, I replied to a lot of your tweets and sort of add to the joke and sort of do a tag on it, and I think make it quite a bit funnier. And I noticed you don't really give those faves very often. I was wondering if you're seeing those replies.
We're not here to discuss faves. We're here to... Fuck, I'm taking one. I'm taking a buck. It's going back into my wallet.
Okay, so I was controversially...
That's 1 meal for you. That's
so
meal.
did you guys, with your gamer team, did you guys all like live in a duplex in Indianapolis or some shit? Was it that kind of deal? You guys all have the same girlfriend, that kind of thing?
Well, up until the end there, you nailed it. Yeah, I mean, you nailed it pretty much. And there's a common misconception about gamers, and that is that we live in our mom's basement. And I want to say that is absolutely categorically untrue. The area that I live in, due to the proximity to sea level, you can't have basements. So I live on the ground floor, underneath the main floor, where my mom lives with her boyfriend, Charles. and he's not a great guy. I don't like him very much.
Who's
but
in your gaming circle? Who's on your gaming team?
Big
Got
Butt
any
Daddy.
actual pros on there?
Big Butt Daddy is a good COD player. He plays a lot of Fortnite. We have a joke. We say the guy plays so much Fortnite. It's basically called Five Tonight when he plays it.
Now, could you explain that joke in great detail?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's basically called Fart Bite because only fart sniffers like that game because
It's a good game. It's good. It's got guns. It's got death.
It's boring. It's for babies.
No, it's got headshots.
Yeah, I'm with Derek on that one. I like the game a lot. I think it's a wonderful game, and the only one that's better than that game is COD, Call of Duty. That's my game, COD. And now, are any COD heads? Dril, Derek, you guys play the game?
I do.
No.
I do enjoy it from time to time. Yes. This guy
So
only plays like Dragon Fucker X, 3,
So
Dragon
you-
sex games.
You like real games, then?
I like real games. I like games that actually measure your skill instead of coddling you and sucking your dick.
Absolutely.
Oh, this guy's against getting his dick sucked.
Yeah,
So-
I don't want my dick sucked.
This guy's
by
too good
a
to get his dick
computer like
sucked.
Mike Bloomberg or whatever.
Mike Bloomberg. He got his dick sucked by a computer?
He said,
Is
I
that
got
what
my
you're
dick sucked
accusing?
by a computer.
Is it, what he oh, that's the thing he
That's his
tweeted
quote.
out.
That's his quote.
He tweeted it out and then had to delete it later.
Yeah.
Quote, Mike Bloomberg, I got my dick sucked by a computer. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
So
Just read
Dante,
the news. Keep yourself updated on the fuck. I'm taking a dollar.
What have
I'm
you-
pissed off.
Well, he didn't even do anything, but that's fine.
I don't care. That dollar
Dante,
was taken away because of his actions.
When you start talking, I'm just gonna make noise over what you say. It doesn't matter if the things I say don't make sense.
You're down to $1. You better, shape up or ship out.
I'm not gonna let you talk because you're a moron.
Shut the fuck up! I was talking to him. I'm not even talking to you at this point. You're beyond redemption.
You ruined the show with your little tantrums. You freak the fuck out constantly.
This isn't one of your
You're a
fucking
cry-
JRPGs. You can't win by just tapping the A button over and over again until the dialogue expires.
That's what life's all about, baby.
Yeah, right.
We all expire it. At the end of the day.
Am I still on?
Yo.
Hey Dante, so what kind of crimes did you get involved in? You said that got you kicked off the team. Now you can't play video games. Is that a court order? Or is that because like your gaming polycule like won't let you play them? It'll give you purple nurples or something.
It's a court order. It's a court order. There's a guy who lives with me full time and monitors to make sure I don't play any games. His name's Chico. He's a great dude. We've become
Was that
really
your
close.
mom's boyfriend or whatever you said?
That's Charles. Try to keep up.
Charles and
if you can.
Chico. Oh, you live with
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah, Chico lives down with me in what you would think it's a basement when you look at it. It has all the markings of a basement, but I assure you it is above the
Concrete
ground.
floor?
Yeah, it's main floor, but yeah, he watches me make sure. I'm gonna be the best man at his wedding, so it's become quite a friendship. But he is very hardcore with making sure
What's
I
the
don't play
sleeping
any
situation like? Is it bunk beds like a normal gaming family, or is it you got sleep two to a king, or?
No, we have our separate rooms and everything's totally fine. You're thinking of a gaming house, and I did live in one of those for a while, about 1 month when I was at the height of my career, when I was just absolutely killing it, when my famous parody song blew up. Do you guys remember my parody song that I had?
Why don't you do it?
I'll do it for you. It actually has a record on. It still to this day has the highest number of downvotes in the history of YouTube. So do you guys want to hear it? Basically, I made a video. I made a video of me doing all of my kills in COD, which is Call of Duty, and then I sang this song over top. It goes like this. And I will always frag you.
No, get.
We're not gonna do that.
You are highly at risk of being demonetized a second time in your life. When I take this dollar off the table. So you better fucking, get it together.
Well, thanks so much for telling us about gaming culture and what that's all about. I mean, you definitely seem like you play a lot of video games, so
I don't anymore. I don't play any. I'm not allowed to play a single video game. It's tough. It's hard. And I also want to say, Dril did a tweet about a 4-year-old child accidentally shooting him, and I said, hey, talk about rolling with the punches, and nothing. And I wonder, does he hide my replies? Because no one else faved them either.
It's gone. It's gone. You've been demonetized. You're fucked.
Have you thought about working for Uber or Amazon Warehouse? Because my whole thing is like, aren't those basically video games, but better?
$0.
But better?
You are our slave
But
now.
better? Question mark?
I've thought
Respond
about
to me?
getting. I've certainly thought about getting another job. I mean, I'm starting to sort of come to terms with the fact that my life as a professional gamer, as a member of the Boobs clan, which is now defunct. Oh, they couldn't do it without old Dante. What do you know? But I've started thinking about a different job, and I've thought about getting into stand-up comedy. I have a friend named Jay.
We gotta go.
Let me tell you something.
We gotta go.
You come by my Discord channel in the dark web, and we will do the hazing ritual. We will call you the N-word, the C-word, the J-word, the K-word, the L-word, the N-word, the other N-word. We got them all, baby.
What's the deal with cereal these days? It's so sweet you'd think it was dessert. What happened to some whole grain?
The L word was a,
I tell you, he's
That
got
was-
potential. He just needs a good hazing.
the L word was
You gotta
a,
haze the potential.
I think it was on
out of him.
Showtime? Showtime, maybe? It was about a young group of women who were lesbians, and let me tell you what, that show is not funny, and it's not good to jack off
This is
to.
mouth back.
But I do think
We're
that
here to listen to the callers,
even
not
if you start watching the show because you think, oh yeah, there's going to be lots of lesbian scenes, I'm going to jack off to this, what you might find, much like JRPGs, is that rather than just jacking off to it, you can also
We're the
enjoy
callers.
the story.
A new caller approaches.
Let's hear it.
Hey caller, what's your fave video game?
Or what's your weapon of choice? And by
SNES.
that I mean console.
DuckTales, SNES.
SNES. Bullshit. That's like 80 years old.
You,
It's a
you,
dead console. Nobody plays it.
you get a Raspberry Pi, you load that bitch up with some emulators, you know what I mean?
That's also a dead console, and that's also illegal.
CRT TV. That's only with
Quiet. Next caller.
CRTTT. I don't even know what
A
he's
new
talking
caller
about.
approaches.
He was spelling the R word.
The R word?
R word.
What's your console? What's your weapon of choice? And by that I mean console of choice.
R word. Hard R.
For gaming.
Hard R.
The hard R word.
Hey,
Rage.
what's your favorite video game?
Favorite video game? It'd have to be.
Wow, take your time.
Crossword.
The fuck? Did you not know?
Crossword.
Were you watching the episode? Were you just dialing random numbers? Do you know what we're talking
This
about?
person doesn't know anything.
Video games, right?
How many people
So
are there
crossword
with you? It
puzzles.
sounds like you're at a party or something. You want to go around the room asking everybody what their favorite video game is? I mean, somebody will know if you don't.
If I don't know my own. Hey, what's my favorite video game? Crossword. See?
Crossword.
You know, they say it takes 10,000 hours to
Crossword
master
puzzles.
something.
Sit down,
And it's going
doing
to take
normal
us 10,000
crossword
hours of this fucking show to educate our fucking viewers so that they can make phone calls to us without sounding like assholes.
Anybody like, Chrono Trigger or any of these kind of... Anybody
A
like
new caller
Star Ocean
approaches.
2, that kind of stuff? What are we talking about?
Chrono Cross. Chrono
This guy knows.
Wizard.
This guy, he pretends not to know, but he knows.
Chrono Dog Pound.
Hey,
What's up?
I
Hello.
like Super Mario 64.
Okay. Why?
Oh.
All the worlds and the levels help me escape.
Yeah.
No. That shit is so mainstream.
You like the world, you like the levels, you like the moves.
Yeah, and the mechanics, the
You like the
gameplay.
baby blocks that the
I agree
developer
with
put in there
Dril.
to help your soft brain ease into comfort, make you feel
Yes,
all warm and fuzzy and comfortable, like you're back in preschool, drawing a little turtle, making little clay sculptures. Yeah, it's not a real
Yeah,
game.
that-
It's not real.
You know
not
why, in the Mario game canon, Mario and Luigi are the last two Italians, and the reason that Shigeru Miyamoto designed the game like that is because he does think that all Italians should die. But to him, it was
Why would he
interesting.
think that?
It was interesting to keep two Italians alive and torture them by sending them to a kind of a hell world where there are reptiles the size of men and lava and things like that. What do you think, caller?
I'm gonna need to revisit the game.
Bye. Go play it.
Democracy process initiate. No. Now initializing
Mario
the next
is such a
segment
dog.
in 3.
Normally,
2, 1,
folks,
go.
this is the part of the program where you
Fox
vote.
Games. Lie.
We have removed your right to vote in favor of Vox Games Ply, which is the much better process of determining the winner of tonight's episode through the process of gaming.
We finally got rid of the shitty voting aspect of the program.
Nobody liked it.
It used to be
Nobody liked
that, you know, you were the gamers gaming with your votes, and
No,
now
this
we're
is-
going to be the
this
gamers.
is true power. This is true skill right here.
So we're playing this game. It's called WWF No Mercy.
No mercy, that's right.
And
I intend to show
it is one
no
of the
mercy.
most accurate combat simulators known to man. If you go to West Point, you will spend 12 to 18 hours a day playing this video game, and 0 hours per day doing anything else.
Choose your fucking character. We don't have much time.
Well,
You only
should
got
I be
one-
Derek, or should I maybe be one of these other guys?
No, don't be one of those guys.
Kurt Angel.
You want to fucking choose an actual professional wrestler instead of choosing your custom character.
Oh, this is the guy that hosts
that's based on your own weaknesses.
Entertainment Tonight or whatever. The
Don't
guy.
be that guy. He's too
That's
powerful.
the guy from Sugar Ray.
Don't be that guy.
All right, whatever.
That's some cheap shit.
All right, I'm gonna be my guy.
Now, this is it. This is going to determine the winner.
It's like looking into two mirrors. Don't press any buttons. We got to watch the intros. Crank that volume up, Truthbot.
I can barely fucking hear it. If I lose, it's because I can't fucking hear a goddamn thing.
Why is your guy jacking off?
This is the pregame, you know, the taunts. It's how you get your enemy, nervous, so you can then defeat them. Oh, what's this shit? I can't even see what your shit is. It's just red, blurry shit.
That's me. That's what I look like.
No.
I'm good at running. I have those shoes.
Alright, well, let's begin.
Hold on.
Don't fucking press pause. No, you're not allowed to pause the game.
What happens if you turn camera off?
Don't fucking turn... No.
Well, nothing happened.
It's perfect. Leave it.
Well, it's good to check the settings before you start
It's
playing
not.
the game.
It's not good.
Yeah, it is.
We checked the settings. Truthbot has checked the settings. It's all good.
Do you want to have
No,
attitude
we
on?
want attitude. We need attitude
Are you
in
sure?
this era, especially the era of Trump.
Do you want to... All right. Do you want to do a remake? Or,
No. Let's go.
Hold on.
I've shown my ass. You're fucking finished.
Oh, I got you.
I
Oh,
got
man,
you.
you're too fucking big. You made me
I
fall.
double got you. You're fucked. You're so fucked. No.
Well, I think
What are you doing?
Well, I think we should turn camera off because it's fucking me up.
You're supposed to keep the camera on because if the camera's off, then we're blind.
Well, hold on. Let's just see what happens.
Fine, go. Whatever.
God,
you.
man, you're knocking me over with your bullshit?
That's right. And by bullshit, you mean my fists and my hands. And my... Fuck you. Don't do that.
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing? I fucking felt... You knocked me out.
Are you okay?
Give me the fuck up.
Hold on.
No, you're messing with the fucking... I need
wait.
the attitude to win. I need it to win.
Fine.
How do I get in? Oh, I'm trapped.
Oh, man, you're fucked.
You changed the setting to make me fall out. Pull me in.
I don't know how to help
Come
you.
over here and press the... Fuck you.
Man, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
I didn't mean to...
This is fucking stupid.
I thought we were on the same team.
No.
Can we do it? Do we have enough time for another one, Truthbot?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
This is the one that counts because the settings... You can't change the settings in the middle of the match because that disqualifies it.
Press the start button. What are you doing? You're gonna change
No
the
mercy.
arena?
I want no mercy whatsoever. Come on. Come on, choose it. Hurry.
Alright.
We must settle this.
What the fuck? Why are you skipping
We
my...
already watched them!
What
We
the
have
fuck
like
is wrong with
We have
you?
like 2 minutes
Hold
left.
on.
Fuck you!
We'll do a rematch.
No,
really quick.
no rematch.
Let's watch the intro. Oh, man doesn't even play the
Fuck
intros?
the intros.
That
I
sucks.
showed you saw my intro. That's why you have to fucking use coward techniques. See, I'm fucking you up now.
I think what you gotta do, and this is something I figured out, is you gotta hit the B button. That was stupid. What, you just climbed up there to get down?
Yeah. I don't know why you're...
My guy's like putting his hand up your ass.
That's why he's losing.
Alright, well, I mean, it's not about who wins and who loses.
That's what the fucking point is. That's why we're gonna...
This is what I mean, though, is like, why don't we actually have a story?
Why do you keep knocking me out?
I don't even know why we're fighting.
Fuck you!
If we had a storyline, maybe we would know why we were fighting, you know what I mean?
This controller is broken. You rigged the controller like Deflategate, fucking Tom Brady. I'm not even allowed in. See? Now you're getting fucked up.
How do you get back in the ring?
I pressed the ring button.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Yes, yes.
You're not allowed to use your head. They don't have that in wrestling.
Back off. Back off. Let me do my taunts.
Okay, fine. I'll do some taunts, too.
Back off. You're fucked now.
Check this out.
Let's see.
Check this out. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fuck you. I think punching you in the face counts as a taunt. So I'm allowed to do it while you're doing your taunts.
Hey, everybody. Dude, the crowd is cheering for me.
They're cheering for me to stop getting hit in the face.
Well, why don't you listen to them, then?
Because my controller is covered in shit.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yes, thank you, sir.
What the fuck is going on?
It's a hero.
Why did this diaper guy come out and start beating my ass? Why
Because
did your more tan brother came out and started fighting me? This is unfair.
It's perfect.
This is so fucked.
This is life. Deal with it.
This is a classic example of video games cheating.
That's right, it is classic. How do you like that shit? How do you like this shit?
Oh, he's
okay.
gone.
Oh,
he's leaving.
Oh, yeah, you put in the cheat code to make him leave. Good. 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 Yeah, see, I'm pressing the buttons and it's not even doing anything.
What button are you trying to press? Why is your guy so limber?
All of them.
The thing about this game is, and I don't always agree with video games, but this is an accurate representation of how big we are. It's an accurate representation of how we look. We actually had Truthbot program these characters in using our real-life data.
Shut the
I do
fuck
not
up.
recall that happening.
Shut the fuck up, Truthbot. Here we go.
Your guy just slammed his face into my crotch, and that hurt me somehow.
That's right. You are fucked. This is really good. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, just do that shit. Yeah, that's how you win. You just fucking knock me out of the fucking ring.
Look. Did you see that? My guy is doing karate shit over here.
I'm not wearing my gamer gloves, by the way. I'm wearing my normal gloves, so I'm basically handicapped. Oh wow, really good.
See, that's like for some reason that's the only move I know how to do, and I don't understand why.
It sucks. It's stupid. See, it doesn't even hurt me. I'm just right back on my feet, punching.
Truthbot,
There
what's...
it is. There
oh,
it
wait,
is.
you got your fucking
Yes,
guy
sir.
out here.
Yes, sir. You're dead. You're dead.
All right. Okay, I gotta...
Get his ass. No. Don't let him back in.
Oh,
Don't let
here
him
we
in.
go. Wait.
Don't let him in. Get the fuck out.
Truthbot, why'd you turn it down, bro?
What's
Oh,
going
wait,
on?
I'm taunting. Oh, I didn't mean to taunt.
Don't get back in.
Hold
Stay.
on. How
Stay
do
up.
I...
You stay down there and
Hold
admit
on.
defeat. No. None of this.
There's a problem here.
This doesn't count.
Gotta turn the camera back off.
Continue. No. Fuck you. See? You've been counted out.
It was a double count out.
No. I was only down there for like 2 seconds. What the fuck?
So, I mean, I think the winner's clear.
Yeah, I think I won because I was in the ring for like the whole time, and then he just pulled me out the last second.
You
and
lost
got
the
counted
first
out.
match.
No.
You brought in a hired hand from who knows who that guy was.
That's part of the game.
You literally cheated. The
No,
game felt after you had this whole rant about games being too easy. The game literally felt sorry for you.
You're being toxic right now.
The game with
You're
its
bringing
very
toxicity into the gaming
the game
arena,
with its
which is
very
unacceptable.
low-level 1999 AI actually felt so bad for you that it created a new character based on your character, except more of a
The votes
POC.
have been
That's
counted.
right.
And
the winner of this
And it's a
episode
valid
of
move. You're allowed to do
is-
that. You're allowed to do it. You're allowed to let the AI feel sorry for you.
That's what I
No.
mean. Another AI just made a call.
Today, I'm saying it right now. Today, the dust cap actually means best gamer.
Does not mean that.
So I'm gonna wear it with pride.
No,
I'm
you're
wearing,
not.
I choose to
You
wear
don't.
it with
You don't.
pride.
Nothing you do is with pride.
Yeah, we'll see
Now
about that.
initializing the next segment in 3, 2, 1, go. Here. Oh, now we're
Looks like the gamer's on the other foot.
Folks, we gotta talk about gaming. It's... What happened, people? Gaming used to be nice. It used to be a nice, little competition of skill between two friends, and you go home and have a beer afterwards. But now gaming has got so toxic. People are so mean to each other during games. I don't even know why. I just want to have a nice game. I want to have a nice, I just want to win based on my skill without being judged for it.
You lost. You lost, and based on your skill, the game tried to cheat.
People
to
use
help.
toxicity.
The game tried to make you win, and you still didn't win.
And poisoned my game controller.
All the odds were against me.
You poisoned my controller and made all my buttons stick, and that's why I fucking, I couldn't pull out my slaps and really knock you down.
You're
and
a
that's what I'm
crybaby.
saying is that gaming has gotten so toxic.
You're a crybaby.
Because of guys like this.
You don't know.
Assholes,
Not only do
fucking
you don't know how to play
fucking
video
zero
games.
IQ
You don't know.
clowns
You
who
don't know
play
what you're doing.
fucking JRPG shit.
You also don't even know what
I
your
like-
final thoughts are. You didn't prepare your final thoughts.
These are my final thoughts. I'm doing them. I'm doing them right now. The final thought is that stories
you
and
had
games
no
make people
fucking idea.
dumb.
You had
Make your fucking brain
no
soft.
fucking idea what
Make
you were
liquid
doing.
leak out of your ears.
You had no
because of how
fucking
shit
idea.
They are.
You don't know what you're doing.
I know
You're
exactly
lost.
what I'm doing.
This is
And
why
I'm
you.
gonna
This
fuck
is
up
why.
your
This is
segment
why.
too by yelling at
This
you,
is why you
because
lost.
That is what you've done to me.
This is why you
That
lost.
is what you've done to me.
Because you were in your own head.
You lost.
You weren't really
you
there.
Lost from the offset because you were toxically messing with the controls despite my
Disseminate.
insistence for you not to do that.
Guys, we have got a
that is why gaming is shit.
we have got a special coming up on Tuesday. It is the Super Tuesday. We're gonna be counting the votes. We're gonna personally be counting the votes.
We're gonna count the games, and we're gonna see how many games
We're never-
I'm good at versus how many games you're good at, and I'm gonna win big time. I'm gonna take home the bacon.
This guy, the game he's playing is he's always fighting demons in his own head. His
That's a game that
his
counts.
neurons are all dying
and it makes me
slowly.
Demon is in
He's
yourself.
fighting against his dementia,
I've defeated
and
in
he's
yourself.
losing.